This is the world of English. This world has secret windows. They're hidden in plain sight. These windows open up. They open to an unlimited potential. It takes a trained eye to see them. But once you learn how to locate them, you will begin an amazing journey. A journey of discovery. A journey to improving your English. But some windows lead to infinite possibilities.
I see you brought it. I'm so excited.
Yes, I'm teaching you how to play chess today. I love this game. It's a great strategy game. Strategies are plans, methods, and techniques that help you accomplish your task successfully. In the case of chess, the goal is to capture your opponent's king. Checkmate. Learning English is like playing chess. You'll be more successful if you have the right learning strategies. iEnglish is the program that teaches you those strategies.
In fact, iEnglish presents two groups of strategies. We call the first group behind-the-scenes strategies. These are learning strategies that help you organize, plan, and monitor your learning. All of our previous videos, the iLeap cycle and the notebook pages, have focused on behind-the-scenes strategies. But today, in this episode, we begin presenting a new group of strategies that we call spotlight strategies.
The best way to understand this is to consider a stage play. Think about all the people working behind the scenes, directing the actors, designing the set, creating the props, making the wardrobe. They make sure that everything is in place for those actors to then walk out on stage and perform. Behind-the-scenes strategies sets the stage for your learning. The iLeap cycle and the notebook pages contain these strategies. Together, it is a system for learning English on your own.
Well, now it's time for the spotlight strategies. These are like the actors on stage, in the spotlight. Spotlight strategies focus on the language directly. They help you shine a light on specific language while you perform the 4 skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing.
These strategies help you discover, identify, remember, and use new language in real-life situations. We're going to be looking at 7 spotlight strategies. They are: number 1, identifying main ideas.
2, guessing by looking at clues.
3, repeating.
4, grouping.
5, associating.
6, managing the conversation.
7, writing for purpose and people.
In this episode, we start with identifying main ideas.
Language skills can be compared to 2 pedals on a bike. Both pedals are needed to move forward in the world of English. On one pedal, we have reading and listening. We call reading and listening receptive skills because through them, we receive language. The other pedal is writing and speaking. These are productive skills. With these, we express our thoughts to others. This video and the next one are mainly focused on the receptive skills, listening and reading. And one of the most important listening and reading strategies is identifying main ideas.
Whether you are listening to an English speaker or reading English text, your primary goal is to identify the main idea. This means that you are looking for the main message or theme. Don't be distracted by every detail. Don't try to understand every word. In fact, this can make you feel very lost and confused, especially if the communication is moving quickly. It's like standing too close to a picture. You can't see what the whole picture is about. You are focusing on small details, but you do not understand the big picture. Step back. Get the gist. This means it's important to understand the main message. Once you fully understand the main message, then the details will start to make sense. And you have a better chance at guessing what a word means because now you know what the main topic is.
I get it. The main idea is the most important message being communicated by the author or speaker, and often it can be stated in a simple sentence.
Right. For example, the Titanic. Remember the movie?
Yeah.
What's the main idea? What's the message? Summarize it with a simple sentence.
Don't ever follow a woman onto a big boat.
Well, I'm not sure about that. I would say that the main message is love endures.
But the boat sinks.
Identifying the main idea may be a little more difficult when you're in a fast-paced conversation or reading longer texts, but we have techniques for identifying main ideas while listening or reading. These techniques are like keys that unlock the main message. For listening, the key is stress. For reading, the key is structure. Let's start with listening. Let's start with stress.
So when we say stress here, we are not referring to being worried or anxious. No, we are talking about a feature of spoken English. Just listen to me now. When you listen to English speakers, you will notice some words are much louder than other words. Not only are those words louder, they're also longer, clearer, and higher in pitch. These words and syllables stand out. We call this stress. The important thing to remember here is that you can usually understand the main idea of a sentence just by hearing the stressed words. Stress is the key to identifying main ideas when listening.
We stress the important words, the words that carry the most meaning. We call these words content words. We stress nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. Then there are those words that we don't usually stress. When these words are spoken, they are quieter, shorter, reduced, and lower in pitch. We almost swallow these words. We say them so fast. We call these words unstressed words. Grammatical words such as pronouns like I, he, they. Articles like a and the. Prepositions like in, from, at, and conjunctions like and, but. These little words have a grammatical function, but they do not communicate the main idea of the sentence.
This reminds me of how telegraphs used to work. This was a way of sending messages over long distances before we had email. You would have to pay money for every word in the message. You try to keep the message as short as possible. Let's play a game. Here is a message. Dear Father, I've been traveling and I lost my wallet. Could you please send me some money? Henry. Let's say each word costs $5. There are 20 words here. That's $100. This is too expensive. Let's keep the important words, the content words, nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, the words that we stress when speaking. Father, traveling, lost, wallet, send, money, Henry. If all you had were these 7 words, you'd still understand the main meaning. Father, traveling, lost wallet, send money, Henry. It would only cost $35 instead of $100.
Wow, so this is a strategy for identifying the main idea while listening. Listen for the words that are being stressed. You should be able to get the main message from those words. This is especially helpful when people are speaking quickly. There is something else you should know about stress. Stress gives English its rhythm. You can snap your fingers to the rhythm. It's about the beat. In English, you can snap your fingers on stressed words. Stressed words get the beat. Here, I'll show you. Have a look at this simple 3-word sentence. Boy meets girl. All 3 words get a beat because all 3 words are content words. Noun, verb, noun. They all get stressed. Boy meets girl. Now, let's insert articles to make it a 5-word sentence. The boy meets the girl. But we still only stress the 3 content words. We don't stress the word the because it is an article. The boy meets the girl. Okay, let's add a few more grammatical words. The boy is meeting some of the girls. This sentence has 8 words, but still only 3 beats.
Let's make the sentence even longer. The boy could have been meeting some of the girls. This sentence has 10 words now, but still only the 3 original words are content words. All of the other words are grammatical words, and they are not stressed.
In fact, to keep the rhythm of the sentence to 3 beats, the grammatical words are linked together and reduced.
It's like we're swallowing them. Could have been meeting. These smaller words are compressed together to fit in between the stressed words to keep the beat. So could have been sounds like could have been. Some of the sounds like some of the. The boy could have been meeting some of the girls. If you're focused on listening to every word, then you might have problems when you hear phrases like could have been or some of the. You might even try looking up in a dictionary what's a could have been.
So listen for stressed words. They are the content words. They are the meaningful words.
What about reading? What is the key to identifying main ideas while reading? The answer is structure. First of all, let's look at the overall structure. What type of text is it? It will have a structure that tells you where to find the main ideas. For example, let's look at a newspaper article. The headline, the subheadings, and pictures provide a lot of information about the main topic. Also, the first paragraph in a newspaper article usually provides a summary of the main ideas being presented in that article. Many texts and books have ways of highlighting main ideas, including table of contents, chapter summaries, subheadings, bold and italicized fonts, and margin notes. Pay attention to all these features of structure. So a whole text usually has a structure that can help you identify main ideas, but longer texts are made up of individual paragraphs. Paragraphs also have a structure.
Paragraphs are groups of 5 to 10 sentences which are linked together because they explain a single main idea. After reading a paragraph, you should be able to state the main idea of that paragraph.
The structure of a paragraph is like a house. The roof is the topic. It has a point, the main idea. Often that main idea will be clearly stated in one sentence of that paragraph. The sentence is called the topic sentence.
In many cases, the topic sentence is the first sentence of the paragraph, but not always. The other sentences of the paragraph support the topic sentence. They provide more detail about this topic. So, to identify the main idea of a paragraph, you must find the topic sentence. To find the topic sentence, you must first read the paragraph to gain an overall understanding of what it is about. Then see if you can find one sentence that all the other sentences support. This sentence is the topic sentence. Once you find it, reread it and create your own simple statement that restates the main idea.
Let's try identifying the main idea in a paragraph. Here's a simple paragraph. Most people can learn a new language. It doesn't require special abilities. You only need motivation and an excellent method. First, you have to want to learn the language. Setting goals and studying hard will require motivation. Second, you must choose a proven method that helps you to learn the language in real-life situations.
So I would say that the first sentence is the topic sentence. Most people can learn a new language.
Right. And the rest of the paragraph describes how that can happen. The other sentences provide extra details. So what is the main message?
In my own words, I would say it is possible for anyone to learn a new language.
If you can identify the main message in each paragraph, you are on your way to understanding an entire article or other longer piece of text. You can practice this with the activities that go with this episode.
Well, today we talked about a very important strategy when listening or reading, identifying main ideas. Once you understand the main topic, communication becomes meaningful. You have a solid foundation for communicating.
With listening, the key is stress. Remember, don't try to understand every word, especially if someone is talking really fast. Listen for stressed words. Those words are louder and clearer. They are the meaningful words, and you should be able to identify the main idea from those words.
With reading, the key is structure. Most types of texts have a structure that shows you where to find the main ideas, and every paragraph has a topic sentence. If you find that sentence, you will unlock the main idea of the whole paragraph. These techniques help you identify the main idea, but what happens when you come across a new word that you don't understand? In our next video, we will teach you how to guess at its meaning by looking at clues.
Great! Well, are you ready to learn a new strategy game?
Chess? Check.
Checkmate.